Thomas? No.
So here's what we're back to Roblox today. We're doing RNG car simulator.
How's it going? I'm working on, just working on a spoon, man. Making another one. As I do. How you doing? Looking forward to Christmas. Trying to round this off a bit more so it doesn't been hectic. Had a little man here ill. Oh, it's horrible when they're ill, isn't it? It's no good. Problem is you end up catching it as well. I've got 4 of them, so as soon as one's ill, you know eventually going to get to you, you know what I mean? They spread germs, don't they? Little disease carriers. Stitches you up, doesn't it? Gets you. You just know it's going to end up going your way. Got 2 on this suit. The other 7. Oh, awesome. I've got a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a soon-to-be 10-year-old. The oldest one's birthday's on Boxing Day. Hi, how's it going? Hi. 18 what? 18. Oh, try and cut my leg off. Round off this handle. Just flatten off the end of this. "18 years old, what is?" You're not putting any context to what you're saying. You're not putting any context to what you're saying. You just said a random number and then put years old. What do you mean? Talk to me. I'm making a reindeer out of wood this week. Didn't realise how easy it was. How do I get? Oh yeah, it's well easy, man. Just an auger bit in a drill. 4 holes in the bottom, 1 hole on the top, 1 for the tail. Just basically just hammer some coppice into it, and then coppice in the top for a neck, coppice for a tail. I did a little red tail on my one years ago, and then plonk the head on, 2 little holes in the head, stick some sticks in. Nice and easy. I didn't make any this year. Normally I make 1 or 2 to stick out the front, but I couldn't be bothered. Should have done really, but I didn't in the end. I was going to, but get distracted by other things. Look nice on the doorstep. Yeah, they're cool, man. They're actually really cool. I can't believe people sell them for like 30 quid a pop. You know what I mean? Just go out in the woods and find some logs and make one. It's madness. They do look good. They're like simple but satisfying, aren't they? I saw that, it's ridiculous. Mad, isn't it, that people do stuff like that? It's like, what are you doing? They get away with it as well, that's the thing. People are like, oh, look at that reindeer, it's so cool. I think I'll spend loads of money on a bit of wood. And a bit of old firewood. You know, fair enough if they like carved its face and, you know, made it look like a real reindeer and all that, yeah, I mean, charge some decent money for it, but when it's just made out of logs. I made mine out of silver birch years ago. Used to use silver birch. It's easy to drill into. And I did one before, and it was a what was it? Hazel, made out of hazel, and it had a blackthorn head. It was pretty cool. Hello there, hello there. Are you making the handle sharp? What do you mean? I'm making a spoon. Carving a spoon and just whittling this down so it's semi-round, and I'll draw around it and I'll carve. Oh, got a string attached to that. I'll carve something like that into it. There we are. Or very similarly, if that's even a word. How are you doing, bro? I'm not too bad. How's it going? Something like that. That's what I'm doing. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I do carve other things as well. Made all sorts of things. Oh, did it cut my thumb there? Last year I made a longbow and I've been making arrows. And here's one of the arrow shafts that I made. It's made out of hazel coppice. It was quite bendy. It looked like that when it started off. And fire treated it. That's amazing. Yeah, cheers, man. Fire hardened it. I've napped a small flint blade to go in the end. Love the beard, by the way. Awesome, cheers, thank you. I was going to plait it earlier on, plait the bottom bits of it and curl my moustache up like that, but I couldn't be bothered in the end. Might do it tomorrow. The old beard wax out. But yeah, I'll make all sorts of things, man. Carve faces into things, like the old wood spirits. Do something else, what do you mean? Do something else, what are you going on about? You look like a wizard, yeah, definitely. I might walk around with my big wizard stick that I carved. The old wizard staff. A bit like Gandalf. Put a robe over my head. Oh, like a druid. Get a white hood and a golden sickle. Yeah, exactly, that's it. As long as it gets you some attention when you're walking down the road. Or make human, make a wizard. Oh, right, yeah, make a human. Oh, yeah. I suppose I could do try and do a more human looking face. I've only been doing the like the faces and stuff for about a year, so I'm not exactly expert at it. I can do eyes now. I can do like a decent eye. Whether I could get two the same. Platinum copper beads in there. Yeah. For Viking look, yeah, yeah, man. Well, the old Vikings were renowned for having very, very smooth, very straight hair, very well combed hair. Because there's one thing they find a lot in Viking archaeological sites, and that's combs. And the English women mentioned how nice and wavy and soft their hair was from continuous combing. Yeah. And you watch something like Vikings, and they've all got like they all look like bloody barbarians, all like dirty and covered in leather and stuff like that. No, they would have worn wool, like blues and whites and stuff like that. You know, they would have looked like Anglo-Saxons. It's mad. Mate, Luffy. I don't watch anime, mate. I ain't got a clue. I'm sure I can look it up there. Yeah, I don't watch all that. Don't even watch TV, to be fair. Where were Vikings originally from? Like Denmark, Sweden, Netherlands, basically. And they didn't wear leather armour because back in those days, swords were sharp, really, really sharp. Hence why they used to wear chainmail to stop glancing blows from big, heavy, top-ended, heavy swords with one hand. You know, one-handed swords. Whereas in the medieval times, there were blunt swords. You look at a medieval bastard sword or a broadsword or a long sword or something like that. They don't actually have an edge on them. They're not sharp. They rely on momentum and physics to cut through things. And mainly, as soon as people start wearing plate armor, swords are pretty useless anyway. Unless you're like half sword in an armor or a sword or something like that, you're not really going to do much damage to someone. Sometimes, nah, man. If you don't know, it don't mean you're dumb. It just means you don't know. You know, you just haven't learned it, or you don't know the ins and outs of it. Yeah, something to the hand. Does it stay with me? This ball has some different accents. Oh, or something. Yeah. There's the same character. No, I don't like messing with wood. If I'm carving, it stays as it is. I don't use any sort of anything else to enhance it. I might ebonize it sometimes. I might burn it, but I won't mess around with it. I'm a purist. I don't. You know, like when you get people who paint, they carve something and then they paint it. I think it ruins it personally. But that's just my perception. You know, I mean, that is a sported piece of ash. It's cool enough as it is. This is a normal piece of ash. Well, that's what it looks like before it's oiled. But this is a normal piece of ash. But this is sported. So when this tree was dying, well, when this tree was started to die, it had ash dieback, which is a fungus which has grown up through the actual timber, like this one here. This is ash as well, but if you look, it's got some cool patterning in it. And that's what those little black lines are. It's a fungus growing up through the actual wood. I think it looks cool like that. I have loads of settlements near me. Loads of Anglo-Saxon burial grounds. Yeah, we've got a few burial mounds up in the hills near us, really big ones. They're really cool, man. Hey, you're back? Yeah, I'm back, man. How's it going? How are you? My phone came back to you. God, yeah, I know. I had to go. I think I had like one person watching me, so I was just like, oh, sorry, I'll jump off and go back on again later. But yeah, the old Anglo-Saxon burial mounds and all that. And, there's all sorts of that around here. Not many Viking settlements down here, though. This would have been the Kingdom of Wessex back in the day. And we sort of shooed the Vikings away, didn't we? Well, say that. We actually gave the Vikings the north of England. It was known as the Danelaw, and they had the north of England. We had the south of England. So we gave the Danes the north of England to stop the Swedes from invading. So they did all the fighting basically. So it was a deal, and then eventually we shooed them off. And that's how Harold Hardrada had claim to the English throne. When Harold Godwinson died, Harold Hardrada came back, didn't he? You down south? Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm right on the south, West Sussex. I'm right on the coast. Oh, Pucker, I wasn't sure if it was to do with it. No, it's all good. If I start getting harassed, I'll add you up as a mod, man, and you can just start booting people. But everything seems to be cool at the moment, so. It was just, yeah, people are just idiots. No, I agree. I don't like painting or adding much things to it as well. But I did try adding some stuff to the Ottoman handle I was trying to do for historical accuracy. With the some additions, oh yeah, fair play, yeah, you know, if you're copying something from the past and stuff like that, you know, fair enough, it's fine, you know, well, you know, so do what you want. What's my favourite place to camp? In my mate's forest. That's my favourite place to camp. Nice carving. I need to go now. Okay, awesome. See you later. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, my favourite place to camp's in my friend's forest. Both of them. He has 2 forests. Well, one's a big forest, and then the other one's a forest with a huge paddock field, and it's got a an old woodsman's cottage with a well inside it. Where roughly? South of England, roughly. On the south coast. It's in the South Downs National Park. There you go. That's about as rough as you can get. Because he doesn't want me telling people where it is. Because it's a nice private woodland, you know, on private land. It's a lovely little place. One of the neighbours does charcoal burning. I did do a video of it ages ago, actually. Yeah, so it's not my forest, so I'm not going to start telling everyone where it is. Never had anyone go there anyway, because one of the person who owns the forest next door actually lives there, so and he walks his dog round at night, and well, 3 times a day he's round there with his dog, and if anything's untoward he's straight onto the old bill. He's quite good like that, which is really handy. And you've got the other neighbour on the other side, he does charcoal burning, so he's normally there all night, every night, you know. I'll subscribe on my other channel, bro. I've gone with Jag Outdoors. I'll check you out, dude. I'll write you down because I'm terrible with remembering things. There's my ideas book. There we go. Jag Outdoors. Is that how it's spelled? Is it? Is that how it is? With the big capital letters and then outdoors. Jag Outdoors. Oh, nothing on there. Oh, let me know, man. Let me know, and I'll let me know, and I'll when you do it, and I'll go on there, and I'll like and comment on some of your videos and stuff, and support you, man. You're always in my lives. Hi, uncle. Hello, nephew. Tells you up my style because it was a nice blend of European and Asian woodwork. Truly a beautiful piece of art, in my opinion. Yeah, the Ottomans used to make some really cool things, actually. Their sword handles were, you know, very, very decorative. Even like their, I don't know what they're called. They're like a teapot, aren't they, or a coffee pot, or whatever it is. You know, stuff like that. They're all very like well embossed and just look really, really nice. I like the sort of Celtic style knots and stuff like that. I've always liked that. Yeah, do something with your kids, man. It's good to get them out. We'll be going for our Christmas walk on Christmas Eve every year out in the woods. Family tradition. Go out for a walk about in the woods. It'd be lovely. Go and look at the trees. It's nice this time of year going up the woods. You can see all the animals, the ones that are about. The deer can't hide very well, so you always come across some deer. There's a lot of muntjac around here at the moment, the old Chinese water deer. Loads of them. Tiny little things though, they're really weird. I don't actually think they've got a season, have they, muntjac? I think they breed all year round, if I remember rightly, from what I learnt at college. Always take the kids mushroom picking on Christmas Day. Oh, sweet, man, sweet. I say it's pretty few and far between for the old mushrooms this time of year, isn't it? There's not many out. So I'm only just learning them anyway, so I don't really know too many. Next time I go out looking for mushrooms will be in the spring, I think. You get the old St George's mushroom, don't you? That's a weird mushroom. In fact, I do. You know, if I come across I know you get like winter chanterelles, don't you, stuff like that. I don't know if you follow him. He's called Canadian Mountain Man. Check him out. His name's Joe. He's an absolute legend. He does a lot of mushroom foraging in Canada. He's really good. He gets all sorts of things. He's decent, man. He's only just started posting again. I saw him pop up the other day. I was like, oh, there he is. He's a good man. Canadians are always friendly though, aren't they? Nice guys. What I'll do with the ones with the long teeth. I think muntjacs are a bit smaller than their fangs. They're not fangs, they're tusks, and they are technically Chinese water deer. I did gamekeeping when I was at college. I sort of remember bits and bobs. I haven't got my phone on me to double check. Back then, just need to shop around. Awesome. Where's my blower? Oh, I got it. Oh, well. Never mind. I thought it was up there. Yeah, they're tusks. They're actually tusks that stick out the bottom. I was in a Celtic museum in Austria a couple of weeks ago near Moldau. I don't know if I said that right. They did have some beautiful pieces. Not only weapons, but even the temporary encampments had wonderful architecture. Chinese water deer are different than muntjacs, I'm positive. After I say I'm not 100% sure, I'd have to double check. They're similar looking though. Yeah, tusks, that's it, yeah, tusks. Yeah, sweet. If you're Khan Misra, is that right? If you're into all that sort of thing, check out a bloke called Crafts from the Past. He's a Danish flint napper and he does all the Bronze Age stuff and all that. He's really cool. He's a good historian. Johan, I think his name is. Looks a bit like me. The vampire deer, yeah, that's it. The lost boy deer. Those aren't noodles you're eating, Michael, they're maggots. That's a good film, actually. I haven't seen that for years. It's like one of the best vampire films. Oh, look into it. It's just Khan. Okay, awesome. Khan. Awesome. Will Lord's another good one to check out. He's awesome, man. He is literally like a caveman. He's brilliant. He's a nice bloke as well, Will. He's wicked. Caveman that drives around on a big trike. It's nice to actually have some people in my life. Earlier on it was dead. I was like, oh no. What's going on? My videos have gone down here as well. Get all excited and then it all drops off. Yo. How's it going? Gonna make a staff sling at some point. I was about to say this year, next year. Gonna make a staff sling. Oh, you know. I was doom scrolling and found your channel. Awesome, man. Awesome. I was going to live as well, laugh at that. But I'd rather watch them work, thanks bud. Cool, cool, cool. If you ever want to jump in one of my lives, mate, and do a double live, feel free, just let me know and I'll be up for it. Doom scrolling, I found your channel. That's what, yeah, cool, man. I'll do that sometimes. I just sit there scrolling through, thinking, what am I doing? You get to the point where you feel like your eyeballs are going to roll out of your head, and you're like, oh, hang on, I've gone blurry. Oy. There we go. I find the time, man. Life's been a little stressful, very close to my uni phase. Oh, awesome, okay. Shit runs me down mentally, but I'll persevere. That's it. That's it. It's all worth it at the end of the day, especially if you're working towards something, you know. It's all worth it. Yeah, I'm up for going live one day. Yeah, sweet, man. Yeah, that'd be cool. This, any advice on hand working a leg bone to be a handle for a knife? Yeah, you could use a knife, you can use a saw, you can use sandpaper, you could use a rasp. I don't know, bone. I've only ever really worked with deer antler, and that's tough as tough can be. But I mean, a decent hardened steel blade will go through. Yeah, a decent hardened knife blade should do it. It depends what you're trying to do. You're trying to cut it. If you're going to cut it to shape, use a saw, nice big sharp saw. And then if you're going to carve into it, probably something like a not like this, because this is a open L, just a really thin bladed open L. Unless you want to use a Dremel. I mean, me personally, I don't use them. I like using hand tools. I just find it more relaxing, sort of like a Zen experience, isn't it? But yeah, something like that, with a nice thick chunky blade on it, with a decent sharpness on it. More carved to hold on to a obsidian blade, the volcanic glass. Whatever you pick, bone stinks. It does. Like a deer antler smells like burnt hair when you're cutting through it. I'm guessing bushcrafting is about crafting with the outdoor elements. It is, yeah. It's more sort of like it's a mixture of like survival, foraging, building things. You know, making shelters, making life easy with simple solutions, basically in the woods. You know, if you ain't got a spoon, make yourself a spoon. If your axe handle breaks, make yourself an axe handle. Nice open L. I wanted that picnic set. Yeah, they're really good open L actually. For their price, they're actually really good. And Mora as well. These ones, these are pretty good. Bone stinking. Yeah, it does. It absolutely stinks. Nice subs. Oh, cheers, man. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. Evening. Oh, T. How's it going, man? How you doing? Good old T. I eventually found your YouTube. Good. Nice to hear. I'm just working on a spoon at the moment. I wish they did international shipping. What's that, Mora or open L? Gee. Let's see the brown eye turn around. I've got blue eyes, mate. High sticks outdoors, bushcraft. But yeah, obsidian. That's hard to get hold of in England. You have to order it. You have to buy it. It's not naturally occurring. We've got a lot of flint, and that black flint. I can't remember what it's called. I need to get some flint. I need to go to this. There's a hill near us, and it's got quite a funny name. It's called Fair Mile Bottom, and we'll be there's literally like flint on the surface everywhere around there. I've modified a few open L 8s and 9s and 10s. So much fun. Make great gifts for friends. Yeah, the steel on them surprisingly good. I had one of these when I was a kid, and I was just like, I want a knife that I can take up the woods when I go mushroom foraging and stuff like that. And you know, when you want to cut a piece of coppice or you know, chop, I use it for eating my dinner with and stuff like that. And I looked online and I was like, oh, they're well cheap for what they are. And I got it, and then I was sitting there having a bit of a whittle, and I was like, oh, I wonder if my open L's any good for whittling. And you know, doing detail work like that, it's it's really good actually, because the open L is quite thick and chunky. Oh, I just lost my thumb then. And when you're carving in between the runs, you could snap the one next to it. So it's just, you know, the open L, it's nice and delicate actually, and you can carve really well. And because it's nice and thin, it cuts really well. And all you have to do is use a leather strop to give it a sharpen. I think I've put it on the stone once since I got it, and that was when it just lost its edge, and no matter how much I was stropping it, it weren't making a difference. But I need to get some jeweler's rouge actually to put on my strop. That'll do. That's nice and sharp. It's got there. That spoon looks awesome. The carbon steel open L grey. They are really cool. Yeah. Oh, cheers, man. Cheers. I'll make all sorts of different ones. Well, they're all sort of similar, but there's another one that's it's made out of spalted ash like that one, but it's got some cool colours in it, man. And it's a bit more of a bigger spiral. That one's made out of hazel. I messed up that side a little bit, but it don't matter. Just a thinner spoon. Got a hazel one. That was the first one I tried with a spiral. Made out of ash. Got a bit of a bend to it, that one, but it still looks good. I carve cookses as well. I've got cookses on there. Where are you? Oh, God, man. Oh, there it is. That's the bigger one anyway. Like the cookser drinking cups, like the wooden ones. Made they do like little wood spirits as well. There you go. There's a little Christmassy wood spirit. I need to trim the top of this off and the bottom a bit and do something with that. I started another one. I haven't finished it yet. Make bows and stuff. Crossbows. I'm making it halfway through making a crossbow that I need to finish. Yeah, anything carbon steel is good, man. I have got a stainless steel bushcraft knife, which I've had since I was about 16. Didn't really know much about knives and steel and stuff when I was younger. So I just bought a stainless steel one because I didn't want it to rust, and I can't get rid of it. I use it all the time. I've had it for God knows how long. It's like part of the family now. Wood spirit's lovely. Oh, thank you very much. Did you see the other ones that I've done? Oh, there we go. There's one that I did. It's one of the first ones that I did. And you've got that guy there. My practice stick, that is. Here we go. Let's get her out. I always have to get this out. Here we go. There's a walking stick that I did with the wizard on the walking stick, and his beard goes all the way around like that down to the bottom. I might take this up the woods next time I go for a walk and just walk around with it. Maybe someone will ask me about it. Do you take inspiration, or was it your own version? It's my own. It's sort of inspired. There's a man. He's on YouTube. He does better on TikTok, but his name's Kerry Pierce, and he's known as the Wood Wizard. And his work is fantastic. I mean, like proper. Well, I was gonna say he does all the faces. That's what inspired me to do the face. Start doing the faces. Do I take inspiration? Look like a hobbit for a sec. What, me or my work? So I'm pretty far off of a hobbit. 6'5", but I've got hobbit feet. Kerry on YouTube. Yeah, he's on YouTube. He's on TikTok mainly, but he does post on YouTube. He's brilliant. He is. I got his WhatsApp and we were talking to each other, and he told me what books to get and stuff to learn how to do like eyes and ears and noses and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a bit tall to be a hobbit, but I have got hobbit feet. I've got size 14 feet, so I've definitely got the hobbit feet. I'm just a giant hobbit. I'm more like an ent. What name is the Wood Wizard? I think, or it's just Kerry Pierce. It was the stick. And the moustache. Yeah, cool. Baggins is Paddlefoots. Yeah, we love a bit of Tolkien around here. Loves a bit of Tolkien. Baggins. Oh crikey, it's 9:30 really. It was the stick and the moustache. Seen that one already. See what I did is I started off doing that with a gouge, so it's all rough, but I'll finish it with a crook knife, which is a knife that's been bent basically. Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll watch it later, man. So it's my stepson. He's just seen the new episode of Kentucky Ballistics. He loves it. But who doesn't like rednecks shooting things in the woods, eh? I need to get my rifle out next time I go out the woods. Do a bit of squirrel management. Do you know how every animal has a season to hunt that specific animal. Squirrel season's quality. It finishes on October the 31st. It starts on January the 1st, which is cool. I don't know if anyone in here that's watching me has ever tried squirrel. It's actually really good. Sounds like a right yeehaw. I think I was about 16. I was at college, and my mate was going on about eating squirrels, and I was like, nah, can't eat a little fluffy tail. He's like, no, they're really good. They're like rabbits. So I went to my mate's farm, and I was sitting on a deck chair in his yard, and popped a couple out of the tree, sort of prepared them and all that, and I took them home and ate them, and they were really good, really good. I've got some Portuguese food to try that I haven't tried before as well. Do they taste like chicken? More like a rabbit, but really delicate meat. They're really cool. I tried to do Greek sculptures out of wood when I was younger, just as a hobby, but they ended up looking like nothing. It was fun though. That's it. Yeah, you just got to start off somewhere. You just got to get a, you know, they're not going to look good to start off with. Even when you're carving them to start off with, they just look like a mess, and you're chiseling away, and you're like, I've ruined this already. I can't do this. And then you just keep persevering with it, and eventually you're like, oh no, it's actually working. It's just getting around it. Yeah, they are squirrels. They taste a bit like rabbit. Very delicate. Nice meat. Decent meat. Natural, you know what I mean? Not all this farm stuff. Oh, I've definitely got to start somewhere. Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. That's what you got to do. Just keep going with it. Like when I first started carving spoons when I was younger, I was just terrible at it. They look like ET's finger, you know what I mean? They were horrible looking things. But then I look back now, I think to myself, like, I wouldn't have learnt if I didn't make those mistakes, you know. And that's one thing you got to do when you're wood carving. Remember your mistakes from the last time. Don't get annoyed and just because, like, if I mess something up, I'm not upset about it. I'm like, put it down, and I'll literally just grab another piece of wood and start again. I don't care, because I was carving a wooden walking stick, and I messed it up, and lost my arrow shaft down there. I messed it up because I cut it green and it snapped when I was carving it. So there we go, the wood's all fibrous, and it was going to be a really long walking cane. And as soon as I messed it up, I got excited because I knew what I did wrong, and I knew what I had to do for the next one. And I did the next one, and it's the old barley twist like a bread plat, and I pulled it off, and I was happy about it. Nice walking stick. It's a decent one. Took me a long time to carve it though. Been drying out some coppice to make some spindles for a fire drill, even though I've got some, but I've got a few mates who want to learn how to do it, so I'm going to, I think that's dry enough actually. I think it's dry enough. And they want to learn how to do it, so I'll cut some coppice and drying it out, and I can make them all their own little fire sets, and they can have a go. Nice. That's dry. I'd say that's dry enough to do a fire drill with. Deer is really the only different kind of meat I've had until now. Other than that, than chicken, turkey, cow. Is. I wanted to try a rabbit. Didn't do it yet though. Rabbit's really nice actually. It's a really lean meat. It's really good. I used to make a lot of rabbit stews. My friend had a farm back in the day, and I used to go wandering around with my rifle and pop off rabbits, and then I'd make myself a fire. Got a big Dutch oven, and I put potato, carrots, bit of celery, some swede in there, water, chicken stock. What else? I'm trying to think now. Carrots, did I say carrots? And then I put it on a slow heat and just cook it up and have a big rabbit stew. Super nice work on that walking stick. Cool to see complete version after learning from your mistake. Exactly, that's it. Yeah, it's good, man. It was like when I first tried doing these spiral spoons. You know, I wasn't doing something. You know, it wasn't right enough. I was doing it too thin. They weren't strong enough. Now they're nice and strengthy. But the thing I was doing is, like, if I was carving a normal spoon, I'd make the handle sort of thin and delicate like that. You know, very sort of ornate looking. And that's what I was doing, and I was just like, they're not thick enough. So now, make the handle thicker. You can get yourself a decent spiral there. Any injuries? What, from carving? I stuck a carpentry gouge like that went straight into my thumb and hit the bone, and now I can't feel the end of my thumb. That was pretty nasty. I was carving with an axe, and I hit the centre of my thumbnail, but I managed to stop it just as it dug in. So all it did was split my thumbnail in half and cut into the skin. It didn't. Otherwise, it would have made my thumb go like that if I hit it hard enough. That was pretty bad. Yeah, probably from carving anyway. And that sort of stuff. I'd love to hear it. Made me hungry now. Yeah, man. It's good. It's good, man. There's so much food out there. Well, in the summer and the autumn, there's plenty of food, but in the winter, it's a bit few and far between. Except for the old local pheasant population. Pheasant season ends next month, I think it is. Right, time is marching on. I've been for nearly 45 minutes. I'm going to have to jump off, I think, because I need to say goodnight to my daughter. I need to make myself a cup of tea, have a biscuit, and make a few videos. I'm making a spoon carving video on how I've done this from start to finish, basically. I'll just need to finish. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get my GoPro out and I'll carve the spiral into it on the video, and then I'll stick them all together, and there'll be a longer video. It was nice talking to you, buddy. Cheers. Yeah, cheers, man. It's awesome. I love all the questions and stuff like that. It's nice to speak to people. It's nice to speak to polite people as well, because you do get quite a few trolls on there sometimes, don't you? And they're just idiots. Like, but it's nice. It was really cool. I'll probably be back on again tomorrow. I'll try not to go live every single day though. Sorry, I called you a hobbit. That's fine. I don't mind being called a hobbit. I just said I'm a bit big to be a hobbit. I eat like one. Like my food. Anyway, guys, cheers for coming on. It's been awesome. Lovely bunch of people. Really cool talking to you. And I'll see you next time.